Hello survivors, welcome to the stream guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're having a good day, feeling good. I picked a team that I thought would take a little bit of time, but I didn't realise it would take this much time. This is multi-hits, this should be doing reasonably decent. I don't know why it's taking so long. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? Feeling good? I am feeling pretty good. I had a delivery earlier on today. It was due to be here between 7:30 and 10 PM. And thankfully it got here at the earlier part of that. Otherwise I might have had to jump off in the middle of my stream to answer my front door. But my brother and my dad ordered me a gift off of Amazon on the Black Friday sales for my birthday, which is next week, and I'm gonna just keep it boxed up in my kitchen until next week. It is pretty heavy, weighs like 15 kilos, 30 pounds. I think I know what it is, but we shall see. We shall see. Pretty excited. I opened a present on my birthday in a while. It's been a few years. Silly COVID. Silly COVIDs. Okay. How are we doing today, guys? You can go onto the web portal right now and get a little bit of the turkey heads. Nothing crazy. I think it's 20. I think this is the second time it's come up. I am having to use faction assist on the Thomas Richards because I haven't claimed him. Is it him for the entire thing? No, it's only him for 3. Okay, so... Oh no, it's him again. And again. And again. And again. Okay, I'm going to ask everyone to put them back up again. There we go. Because I have not claimed him. I don't think he's that good, and I don't think I am gonna claim characters from events anymore if they're not useful for me. Going forwards, that's kind of a stance I'm gonna take on it. And I'm not gonna claim a character just because I might have to be able to do a roadmap with him down the line. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If that's all I'm claiming him for is like a permanent roadmap unlock, then I think my time in this game will be very short if that's going to be the future of it, because that is absolutely terrible in my opinion. I'm going to go for some mods instead. I like this one, attack versus tough on crit sets. Now I don't know what to go for next. This is where I'm kind of stuck, because I don't really care for attack on attack because I have a couple and there aren't too many characters that need attack on attack, but I could go for that, and then I could go for 1 to 2 of these like later on in the week. I think I will do that. I'll take 1. I'll take 1 attack on attack, and then later on in the week we'll get the second one here. How short am I? Oh, I can afford it already. My maths was terrible. Okay, so we can pick both those up. Mods definitely are going to be the way forwards in terms of progression, I think. These roadmaps are slowly unlocking. Okay. And the Ezekiel one, we'll do a little bit of that today. Did I actually remove Zeke from the team? Why did I do that? Did I put... I don't know. I actually don't know. He's a tank and he's a leader. Look at that. Fantastic. I need 3 kingdom characters. This is definitely not the team I was using before, because I had that team set up. It has William in it, and I think it's these teams down here. Is it one of these? I'll do it with this one, I guess. Take out him. Yeah, Yeah, I tried to do like every character team, Herschel, like just to set out, but yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Him, and then we need another kingdom. Should we go for Zachary? Damage dealer? Yeah. What do you think about this new weapon, guys, going into the store? Do you think it'll work with Zachary? Can we buy it already? Is the store reset? Yeah, I can test it out. No, it has. Oh, maybe it has. It has. Okay. So the store has reset. It's like 5 hours ago by the looks of things. Okay, we'll pick up the weapon. Cha-ching. And we'll see if his bleed does get improved. It'll be interesting. And I'll pick up these because these are very nice. How are we doing today though, guys? Valiant, Zotic, Cygnus. Feeling alright? Let's get on with the roadmap. It's taking me to the wrong team again. This team down here. There we go. Okay, so we won't equip it at the moment. What's the attack stat on it? We need to find a weapon with exactly the same attack stat. Is it 30% or 40%? Where is it? It looks like just a dagger. That doesn't narrow it down too much. Okay, 40%. I don't know if I've got something with 40% on it, to be honest. 40. Okay, 40% attack. No 1535. So no extra boosts. This is perfect. What bleed are we getting here? 28k. 28k. Oops. What? How did we get that kill there? We're getting 28k. And then next wave I'll try it out. Any new awakening? I don't think there's going to be any awakening info till closer, well, in a couple of days. I think on Wednesday is when that awakening info is going to drop. There'll be a new character preview tomorrow. But the awakening preview will be Wednesday. Okay, what was it? 20... Is it already ended? Did I forget already? I think I did. I think it was 28. It was definitely in the 20s. We'll do another stage just to see. We'll do another stage just to see. Let's go. Okay, 28, 1, 2, 3. Advanced or Ultra. I'm not gonna reveal that information early. I can't do that stuff. I can't do that stuff. But we were definitely one of the two. Definitely one of the two. It's the Thanksgiving promo character, basically. Remember to hit the like button, guys. If you are logged in on YouTube, it would be appreciated. I know RTS is the most boring it's ever been, but I would appreciate the continued support. Like buttons, always going to help. 28, 1, 2, 3. 28, 1, 2, 3. 28, 1, 2, 3. Not that it matters. I barely have any tokens. Yeah, you probably want to save for Christmas. They always release some characters at Christmas. When it comes to promo stuff. Okay, so now Same attack stat, right? So what's his attack stat right now? 70k. Huh. Why did his attack stat change? Is that a bug? Oh, I know why. It's because... Actually, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's meant to, like, lock 40%. But he's getting more attack from this weapon because of the 2 5% upgrades having multipliers. But I thought they used to, like, lock that in on the weapon when you 5-starred it. So not ideal, but it should definitely not be higher than 28,123, and if the 8% counts, it will be. It does count because he's gone up to 33. So the weapon from the store works with Zachary, so you can get an extra 8% bleeds, which is actually pretty hilarious. Which is pretty hilarious. And kind of cool, I guess, at the same time. Now, if they bring out an actually, you know, good tier bleeder when it has like passive bleed and stuff like that, maybe that'll be kind of cool. But as it stands, it's just funny. Just a bit of funny. Oh, absolutely defended everywhere. Eva and Ghost are the most broken team right now. Broken how? Like, how are they broken? What do you mean overpowered? People keep saying broken when they mean OP or game breaking. Broken means not working. Are we healing? Now my bleed should be higher now. Right? So it should go high because he's got 137% attack buff. Not by much. Didn't get that much of a boost considering he's got that massive attack buff. Or did the attack buff disappear? Okay, the attack buff disappeared. But he had 25% attack. Alright. I remember back in Conquest days you'd be able to do that. It was actually really cool. Broken equals OP root. I mean, like, how would you tell me that a character is genuinely broken then? What word would you use to say that a character is actually not working as intended? That's what I'm saying. Like, that don't use the word broken to say a character's OP. I just, yeah. it's not a good one because it's just that means that a character's actually not working properly. Just the if you get all of the, is it positive effects? Oh no, if you get all of the negative effects on the enemies, the stack of that attack is crazy high. And yeah, it can get mad OP. But you're setting it up. It's like, imagine you've got a full strong team with a strong attacks weapon with 50% attack. That's OP if you have the right characters and you can do huge amounts of percentage damage with that. But generally speaking, that doesn't work at the moment because there just isn't the setup. Now, there are a lot of characters that do negative status effects right now. And that definitely does work with Eva and Ghost. Like, you can like, especially Wanderer. I love the fact that Wanderer and Eva and Ghost work together so well. Like, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's fine. Because attack teams haven't had proper synergy for a long time, and we have the first actual proper synergy character since like Trader and Titan, and it looks good. This is what attack teams should have. Maybe not to this like extent, but this is what attack teams should have, because defense teams have such crazy synergy. Now that is game breaking for sure. Wouldn't you want to compare to a 15.5 since they're giving up a 4-4? Since you're giving up the 4 slot. Yeah, true enough. That's a good point. And I mean, I wouldn't even have to compare. It's instantly going to be worse, right? Unless you can get the bleed to be like... No, wait, actually. There's going to be mass on this, right? Let me just check his passive. What? I don't even have to equip it to work it out. You should be able to just work it out without equipping. Right? Let me just double check. His... only Bloodbath is max. And Nibble. Okay, so 40% of this fighter's attack in bleed. Okay? And because they're all percentages, right? We can just use 100k as an example. Okay? So if we have 100k base attack, it'll be 40,000 bleed plus 8% of 40,000, which would be 8 times 400s, which would be just under 4k. So looking at 3.2k. So you're looking at 43.2k bleed with the 8% weapon. Now, if we had a 1535, instead of having 100k damage, he'd have 115. So he'd be getting 40% of 15 extra, which would be 6k. So 1535 is instantly better. So like, it's actually not very good. No, it's not good for anything unless the character does not have attack-based bleed damage. If they don't have attack-based bleed damage, it's good. But if you have attack-based bleed, then it's bad. Because 1535 will objectively have bigger... and that's just 1535 by itself. Don't forget, if you've got 2 other 1535s next to that character, the multipliers will come in, and that 1535 would add much more than 15k to 100k. It would add like somewhere closer to like 23, 24. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not as good as a 1535. But there could be, let's say, defense-based characters that come in where it's based off of their defense, or it's just a flat bleed rather than like, isn't there like beta has flat bleed? that was such a weird pronunciation. I said like flat bleed. Okay, I think he's a damage dealer. Does he just have flat? Oh, he just has hemorrhage. I thought he did bleed. Was it on his weapon? No. I guess he... Oh, here we go. See, look, 2 other enemies get 10,000 bleed for 2 turns. This cannot be manipulated except by a weapon like that. But he's got a nice attached weapon anyway, so... Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an odd one. It's an odd weapon. I don't think it's going to be that useful. Like, if I had to give it, like, a tier, I'd put it down in, like, D or E tier. It's, you know, it has maybe some usability on a particular character, but generally speaking, no. I just picked it up for collector's purposes. Would Eva Thanksgiving Tyrese work? Wait, what? Thanksgiving Tyrese. You know, Thanksgiving Tyrese was like basically the tough version of Lydia, the OG Lydia. Like stuns, but it had control based like in pairs and stuff, right? I think. But it never took. He never took. Obviously, Lydia's damage was just so nice. How are you doing today? I'm doing alright. I'm doing fine. I'm definitely 100% repaired now. I have 100% fully repaired, which is nice, of course. It was a frustrating few days, but we're back on it. We're back on it. Okay. If there's any particular content you guys want to see, by the way, in the next, you know, not even the next couple of weeks, just at all, you can always either drop me a message or reply on my videos. Like, even if it's a particular character, as long as the character's not a promo character, I don't mind making guides on them. Promo characters generally just Not enough people have them really to make it worthwhile. Just the way it is, unfortunately. Just the way it is. Father's Day Tyrese. Oh, okay, sorry. That's my okay. Everything's going well on a Monday. Yeah, I mean I was ill for like 2 weeks. I looked at my analytics and I released 2 videos in a 2-week period. It's absolutely terrible. No streams, just this big hole in my analytics. It was dreadful. But if you do mean Father's Day, Tyrese, then yeah, sure, that's lots of normalize. Tyrese definitely needs ransack though. Definitely. I will say that so far in the Lone Wolves team that I've messed around with, I'm having a lot of trouble with particular characters, and it's Outlast characters. Like, there's nothing to do against Outlast characters except decap them. Or normalize them. So if you can't do one of those things, you know, crit resistance, or they've got crosshairs resistance, or because there's no decap in that team. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this trader brings to the table. If he brings any control, nice. If he brings decap, maybe, nice. It's going to be interesting. I don't think that team needs damage now. Like, Wanderer can do pretty decent damage. Eva and Ghost can do nuts damage. Forsaken Michonne is just pure damage. That last character needs to bring either utility, so like maybe a command, control. I mean, it definitely needs to bring some control, I think. We'll have to wait and see. We should have to wait and see. But yeah, I tried Eva and Ghost against a Davey team. The issue is that, you know, they revive. I think there's some very interesting potential in a team. Maybe with a Negan leader, because those teams don't normally have a payback. And if they do, it's Jesus, who you can obviously normalize with Eva and Ghost. So I think there's potential there to use focus lead like Negan. Did you know you can impair Outlast tunes and kill them without them gaining AP like Eris? Yeah, that's what I use my current trader to do. Like, you can impair them first, and then unfortunately the actual skill to impair them can give them AP, which is bizarre. But I also use Mateo's shotgun to just do a basic attack and have 60% chance to impair. I'll save my tokens and hope they re-release Sarge's weapon. Okay. Okay. I'm going to check out this new event that's starting. Or started, should I say. I'm just going to go over the weapons in the stash just to see which ones I think are good. I wasted 148 tokens for 4 Eves. But let's think. 100. That's 15 pulls. That's good. She's advanced. That's really good. That means you pulled one. Wait, does that mean you pulled 2? That means you pulled 2. You didn't waste anything. Oh, unless you mean you got a ×5. And then you got 4 extra. Then that's slightly different. That is slightly different. And that's happened to me. But it took me a lot of pulls to get my ×5 in the terrible one. Finding that Lone Wolves lack control when 3 of them have the control role. It's very particular types of control. Obviously, normalize is great. Disarm is great, and so is the like hemorrhage that he puts down. Control isn't just about control. It's you know, it's also just about, you know, effects, and they put down a lot of effects, those two. But they don't have anyone who like particularly stops Outlast characters unless you hit that normalize. But she's not maxed. Also, so you did only get 4. I'd say pull to pity. 148k. Don't you mean like 140k or 150k? Did I finish that stage or that act? We did. Okay, I've got one more act to do. I've got 24 hours to do it. We're good. Let's check this stash. Is it up here? I'm sure it is. Okay, let's go through these weapons. Commander John's assault rifle. I've got this one already. It's alright. You can go to 55% attack. It's pretty good. There aren't too many characters that can use this like to a really high standard. Maybe Raven. Maybe, but there's obviously the better weapon for her for the League store if you want to just over-amp her attack versus stunned. But it's a nice weapon. It looks weird though. It looks kind of like thin, you know, when you look at it. Like, it doesn't look like the barrel is rounded enough, or like it looks like it's been caught in some sort of press or a vice. It's kind of weird. This is Joshua's weapon, right? I have had this and I've not really used it that much, but it's okay. I think I have upgraded it. 60% absolute defense is good, but I don't think that improved absolute defense is good with improved attack damage reduction. You know, it's kind of like counterproductive or whatever you want to call it. Like 60% of the time, it's going to block the potential for that last slot to even work. It would have been better if, you know, I don't know, it would have been better if it just did something even if you absolute defended, you know. That's why absolute defense fast heal is so good, because fast heal will just always work, even though it does leave you open to be a bit flimsy, but it is what it is. This pistol, whose is this? Is this Hina? Hina's guarding Glock. This was a promo one, right? Guaranteed AP down, 40% HP, 40% defense. When being attacked, the enemy gets minus 20 AP. Alert defense is 10% defense for it. There's a better alert defense weapon, that's the only issue. Guaranteed AP drain. Don't know. It's interesting. You'll be able to get 55% stat. I don't think it's amazing, but it's okay-ish. Whose is this? I think I've got this one, but I don't think it's very good. Job's I don't have this one. 40% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Focus heal when attacking, 50% chance. This fighter gets focus and heals. Yeah, attack damage boost, attack steal, 20%. Yeah, this isn't a very good weapon. Maybe, I mean, honestly, I'd swap out the focus heal. That's when attacking. Yeah. You'd want a guaranteed focus, you know. Yeah, this isn't that great, unfortunately. I think that was a miss when it was first released. This is a good weapon. Ransack alert, 40% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking, improved self healing. I can't remember what I did with that. I think I might have just kept it actually. And then Ransack attack still 2 positive effects from the enemy you hit. I might have actually swapped that third slot out for the attack versus enemies based on their HP. I use this on Wanderer at the moment. Very nice indeed. Ransack seems kind of underpowered now. There's so many positive effects on defense teams that 2 positive status stills isn't really that big a deal, but it's nice enough as it is. This is the Soulfire Katana, right? Akira's Soulfire Katana. This is a big weapon. If you didn't pick this up when it was originally in Omid's event, this is a big weapon. Good luck to you to try and pull this one, because it makes a massive difference. My defense went from like A+ to like triple S monster mode, where I was actually defending pretty much like some of the most powerful and most heavy spenders in the game during Warrior Champions. Like the people who won Warrior Champions, I was getting defends against these guys in my raids and stuff. Now obviously raids is blind, but you'd expect them to be able to beat like a, you know, someone who doesn't have any promo weapons. This was the best weapon I had for sure, and this made a big difference because it gave, on a Denise team, it gave all my characters 100% defense, which is mad. But yeah, 40% defense, 40% HP, impenetrable defense. When being attacked, a better chance to reduce the damage to 0 and apply a 20% slow. So it's like impenetrable defense, absolute defense, basically the same thing, but 35% chance to proc, 20% slow if it does. Improve strong defenses at the start of each turn. All other teammates get 20% defense for each strong teammate on the team for 1 turn. I put this on my princess because obviously she doesn't get the defense bonus, but it doesn't matter as much because she is less likely to be focused. That's my theory anyway. This looks like just a generic Glock or a generic pistol. It doesn't look like a Glock maybe. Wait, what did it say it was Glock? That's not a Glock, is it? That's not a Glock. This is a Glock. I don't know. That doesn't look like a Glock to me. I could be wrong. Anyway, this does look like a Glock, and this looks like a skin from CS:GO. Krista's guarding Glock, 40% HP, 40% defense, improved focus stun when being attacked, a 60% chance to stun the enemy and gain focus for 2 turns. Alert healing. Oh, this is a nice weapon. This was in is this a battle pass weapon? I think I missed this one as part of a battle pass. This is actually quite a nice weapon. Alert healing. Each turn, up to 2 teammates regain 10% HP for each alert teammate on the team. Yeah, this is nice. I did not pick this one up. I kind of wanted to, but I didn't pick up that battle pass in the end. That's a nice one. Clementine's shotgun is attack based and she's defense based. 40% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Bonus AP plus HP. All team members receive 8% AP and 8% HP at the beginning of each wave. That's okay-ish. And then improve rampage, critical attacks. Rampage isn't that big a deal. It is improved, but yeah. You could swap out the 3rd slot for attack versus enemies with lower 50% or more, and 50% attack. But Rampage is kind of... I mean, I would say Rampage would be a miss, but it maybe has been improved a little bit because we have had...
Good. Sounds good.
Hey, Basham, thank you very much. Thank you so much. 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Steve, Daniel, Sean, Matt, and Bruningo. You can thank Basham for your gifted memberships. That's big. Thank you so much for that, Basham. I really appreciate that. What's up, TK? Sorry, I was just chatting about these weapons, TK. I do apologize. And that's big. Thank you so much, Basham. Thank you, thank you.
Feels good.
Sounds good. And then we have the deep cuts weapon. I think this weapon's good. Even if you've got 2 already, getting a 3rd one, I mean, it's just like, why not? Imagine you had a full team of deep cuts. It would probably be horrible. Like, it's just everyone's getting hemorrhage stacking up. That could be pretty horrible. And then this is a ransack fast weapon, which is quite nice. I've used it a little bit from time to time. It's nice on Julie. It's okay, you know. Like, I wouldn't say it's like top tier, but it's nice to have. It's an improved ransack as well, though. It's more that there's not a huge amount of characters that can utilize this to a really high standard, except Julie. Feels good. Sounds good. So those are the weapons in the store. There's 10 in the stash. Then there's the Holiday Rocket Spearhook. I think this has been released before. 40% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Impair line when dealing a critical hit. A line of enemies gets impaired for 1 turn. And in the last slot, it has attack up. Give 20% attack to this fighter and all adjacent teammates.
Feels good. Sounds good.
Feels good. Sounds good. Thank you very, very much. Oh, there's one more to go. Bruningo. Bruningo, yeah, I think this one was released as a $200 weapon, and it effectively is the same deal here. You have to complete the entire stash. Now, free to play are meant to get 15 pulls on this. I don't know if you're competing for the pulls or it's part of the rewards of an SR. Part of the rewards of an SR, like, or if it's competition.
Feels good. Sounds good.
Okay, that's not too bad so far. Okay, that's not great. Not great. Not great. Nice. Random, not great. Not great. Okay-ish. Okay-ish. Yeah, I'd say it's like 50-50 on the Paragon mods. Is it 3 of the same crate? Okay. So interesting. What's this? Okay, choice crate. Is it just 1? Just get to choose one of these. Carbon fibers are pretty hard to come by, though, to be fair, but still. If you do 15 pulls, hopefully you get lucky, guys. I'll do my 15 pulls on the stream. The next SR, I think it's on the 22nd. Is that in 2 days? So on the 22nd, Wednesday. I think we've got a raid tournament tonight. And then there's an SR, and the SR gives the tokens for this. You gotta get lucky. I would say I've probably got the best weapons from this already, which is probably the Soulfire Katana and the 4th of July Desert Eagle in terms of the best weapons, I think. The Glock's actually pretty good too. I don't have that one. I would take that. And what is it? Just 1% per roll. So with 15 rolls, you've got a chance. I think you've got a decent chance of getting one a weapon. This could be big. This could be big if you're free to play. Because free to play just do not get weapons. And this could be it. Imagine some free to play pulls 5 weapons in a 15 pull. It's like amazing. Change their entire account. Madness. And I bet there's some whales being like, it's probably not worth buying another one. I've got 4 of them already. Like, the difference in balance is nuts between free to play and the big whales. I had to sacrifice Umids to get the weapon. Fortunately, I made up for it with the next stash that came along. Got kind of lucky on that one. Is that it? Oh, okay, that's food. So yeah, the event doesn't look too bad. You just got to get RNG lucky or buy tokens. I think it's pretty much as simple as that. We can check out how much the tokens cost. You've got to do 100 pulls. How much are we guessing? $5 a pull? Oh no, actually that's crazy. Surely not that much. I reckon you could probably get 10 for $15, maybe. 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 Okay, let's check out how much they're trying to sell this stuff for. What's it called? Firepower. Okay, here we go. $15 for 15, 5 for 7, 35 for like if you could buy the entire stash for $100, or actually that isn't $100, like closer to like 85. So you can get all 11 of those weapons for $85, and some of those they've sold for 200. So, or you could go for like a little bit less, get the free 15, and you need 20 more. And they don't really do. What's that? 21. It's just the same price. You might as well buy the 400 and get a little bit extra when it comes to ultra tokens. Yeah. Interesting. Lots of weapons there. I'd say maybe like 3 of them are good. Oh, actually 4 including the actual completion weapon. Maybe another 2 or 3 are pretty good. And the rest are just kind of like okay-ish to meh. I think there's only like 1 proper meh weapon, and I think it was the Job's weapon. Was not too great at all. Not too great at all. Now, when it comes to that Zachary weapon I was talking about earlier, there is potential that the 40% passive multiplies with the 8% of the weapon, but I don't think it would. I might be able to test that out on the test server, but I don't know if it would. What's it saying? Okay. Anyone going for this? It's a good mods. Danger resist. I'd probably take it on crit set or attack set. Personally. Although I have actually got a fair few, but the amount of days on defense teams right now is pretty high. What's up, Skywalker? Welcome to the stream. These pop-ups in game are so annoying. I haven't seen one, to be honest. Sometimes I get like 5 or 6 in a row, but otherwise I haven't seen one. Free tech heads. On the web portal, if you go to TWD RTS.com, you can get some free turkey heads. It's the energy for the roadmap. If you're struggling with the trivia missions, like I am massively struggling with the trivia missions because I've got no one to hit. Everyone is either shielded or like I'm competing with my entire faction to do the revenge raids. You know, that's one thing. And then myself, I don't get hit very often, so I'd have to drop my defense, and then I'm just facing shields anyway. Like this system's been busted since day one, man. It's been so annoying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. We live. We live. We live. I'm at like 19. I think I'm exactly the same. I think this was legitimately my 20th just now. We'll see in a second. The revenge raids is terrible. Like it's hard enough. Like I would be able to complete this pretty quickly if they weren't all shielded, but I'm competing with my faction to get this. Like you can see, people have revenged and avenged, and then when someone raids them, it actually cancels it out, and I can't do it. It's just so annoying. So now if I go into my missions, I might be at like 20, 21. 22. It's rough. It do be rough. And then I only get hit by like a couple of people. And their teams are okay, this isn't too bad, but again, shielded. But a lot of them have pretty nuts teams. Like this guy has a really heavy whaley team. And this guy as well has, like, I've beaten this guy a couple of times. I just dropped his team, okay. But I've beaten that guy a couple of times, and it's just rough. Like I might have to, I might beat him like after 3 or 4 fails. You know, it's just like because it's blind as well. Yeah, it's this. I don't know if I can show you his defense. I can't. It's hiding a Negan behind a stars, I think it is. So like, the same thing's happening for me. Like I am defending these guys. Like, where is it? Down here somewhere. I like this guy is same. Basically, what you're seeing here is exactly what they're going to be seeing on mine. I'll defend him a few times and he'll get me, and then I'll have to like hit them back and defend. Like, and yeah, you could say, hey, lockdown, drop your defense. I shouldn't have to drop my defense realistically. You know, these games are about winning. I shouldn't have to lose. I haven't played in forever, but got like 21k gold saved up. Should I keep it or spend? I mean, you can. The best way to spend it. Oh no, actually, forget the word best here. Just a way to spend it is in. Huh? They're not running one. That's mad. Unless it's after the stash. Okay. Now, they've got a gold wheel up. Now, I wouldn't say Negan's that great in terms of, like, if you haven't played for ages, pulling for Negan isn't going to be good for you. Like, he's good on a defense team, but he's not good for attack. Wait for a future Ultra. Try and use your coins here. You won't get many pulls. You only get 6. And honestly, with 6 pulls, you're not going to get much. So, I don't know, man. Coins aren't really that useful. I think most people that talk to me about coins spend them in here on these offers, getting gear and trainers and stuff like that. Like, you'll be able to get quite a lot of this stuff. Some of these are worth more than better than others, you know. For instance, this one is not very good. That's not very good at all. For 2,000 gold, that's not very good. Same with the medals. I think some of the weekly ones are better. Like, there is, or is it daily? There's like a pretty decent. There we go. That's pretty good. Like 80 gold for a massive like gear crate. You can buy it 3 times. More gear here, pretty cheap. Yeah. Some of this stuff is okay. Some of the stuff not so much. Some of the stuff not so much. Did I claim my daily? Although this is pointless because I've already maxed all that, so I don't even need to claim that anymore. But I don't really get. I mean, just hold on to the gold for a moment, I guess. You never know, something might pop up that's actually useful. We work together as a region. The secret is to flee, and you can raid the same team again if they are in the revenge list. It takes the whole region to do the same. Wait, it takes the whole region to do the same? Or do you mean your whole faction? We split our faction. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that isn't what you have to do, you know? That's kind of ridiculous, right? That's kind of ridiculous. Splitting your faction into and then revenge raiding each other. But again, you still have to lose rep, you know? And I don't think rep it means anything, just so we're clear, but I don't think you should have to do it. I don't think you should have to make that effectively bad choice. Just my opinion. You know? Feels bad. Feels bad. Okay, what am I doing right now? Sorry, I'm just doing something in another game quickly. Okay. Let's go and open those RNG mods. I don't think I'll have too much more in terms of paragons and stuff. Surely not. No. Where did I get that from? Just randomly got mods. Okay, so these paragons are guaranteed. The first 3 are really good. And then the last one is RNG. So we're going to get attack versus tough. Attack on attack. Oh no, the last 2 are RNG. Actually, there's more mods I can buy because I didn't get Glenn, guys. Because I was ill, so I couldn't farm his stuff. And he has some pretty decent mods too. There's attack versus fast. Attack while taunted is okay if you don't have it already, but I have. And then there's RNG. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2 attack versus fast on crit set, 2 RNGs. Oh no, I've already bought one apparently. And I'm going to open the remainder of the advanced and stuff and ultras, which is only 1 crate. And then I'll just save the rest of the Glen tokens because you never know. I don't think the other ones are really worth picking up for me, but attack while taunted is actually pretty decent. It's 100 euros to clear the whole weapon pool thing. Yeah, and honestly, some of those weapons that they sold individually for $200, so like 150 to 170 euros. So yeah, kind of nuts. We're gonna get the guaranteed ones, attack versus fast. So I'm stacking up on those attack versus. Okay, now these are full RNG. 2 attack set, 1 crit set. We'll go with the attack sets first. Not very good, unfortunately. If 1 out of 3 of these is good, I'll be happy enough. I mean, not really. So it's all on the crit set RNG. Let's go. Okay, that's good. Attack versus alert is nice too. Is that... Nah, I need an attack versus strong. If I look at my Lydia, I think she's got offset. I kind of just wanted to get... I don't have a crit set attack versus strong. I've got lots of others though. Got 4 attack versus fast, another attack versus tough, and now attack versus alert. My attack versus are absolutely solid. I don't think I need any more attack versus fast now. I got 2 more, well 1 more, because one of these is actually attacked. This one's actually attached to this character. So yeah. And if you did get Lydia to LB3, those mods will be boosting extremely nicely. Doesn't the Glen tokens expire in a few hours? They do, but my thought process is if they ever allow me to get more Glen tokens, I will need 6,880 to get him, and I don't really care for these mods enough to get them. Maybe this one's okay, but I'd rather be 3k closer to getting Glen Awakened than getting another mod. I probably got these done, I'm not even using them, so that's my idea. I would have picked him up fully, like I would have actually gone for him if I wasn't ill. Unfortunately, I was ill. And then you can see it's kind of the same position with Cal. Also the same position with her. I was ill with her as well at the end of her thing, and I missed it, so I picked up her mods. So I missed out on 3 characters so far, and I might miss out on Awakened Ezekiel too because I was ill too here, which is a shame. Like, it's just the way it goes. How much do they cost? So see that 19,000. I don't need that much. Okay, so like 20 quid gets me him, but I could go for, what did I need? 8 point. I mean, I might as well go for the 20 quid one if I was going to get it. I mean, it's like basically, if the character becomes extremely legit in the future, at least I can pick up the offer if they bring it back. It's very doubtful though. I don't think these Awakening characters are like too crazy. Negan's probably one of the better ones just because he's got the focus lead. Yeah. Which region is the best? Region? Don't know. Would you recommend any? Try and go to a region that's got people in it so that you can join a faction. It's pretty much as simple as that. Regions, like any specific region, is generally overrated because at any time people can leave or people can join. Like the situation can change drastically very, very quickly. So just try and join a faction and join their region. Pretty much as simple as that. Colbert, okay, Kathy. Yeah, that's the best. Are the league weapons any good? Not really. We tested out the. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. This weapon is good. Alert attacks is pretty decent. It's a good weapon to have it as an option. We tested this one out. The 4 slot is worse than the 1535. Unless the person's bleed is flat, so like it doesn't get affected by attack stat, or unless the person has, well, unless the person has like defense based bleed or something like that. But that's the same sort of scenario. If it's attack based bleed, so if it's like, you know, like Zachary's passive, 40% of this character's attack stat and bleed damage, the 8% improvement actually will improve it less than a 1535. Which is kind of hilarious. And a 1535 isn't even that great, you know. There are more, and then obviously they stack together as well, like I said before. So yeah, it's a weird one. I guess this Thomas Richards, right? His kit, he has HP based bleed or something, or like highest stat based bleed. Where is he? Wild Turkey. If the target has the bleed stat, okay, that's not it. 2 other enemies get 10% of this fighter's higher attack or defense stat as bleed damage. So if it was his highest defense stat, his bleed would get an 8% improvement from the weapon, and it'd be better than 1535 because obviously it's an 8% increase on the bleed, which would otherwise not be getting an increase. But if it was the attack stat of 1535, it would actually work better. Which is, yeah, and then what is it? Oh, this is just apply 5% of this fighter's highest stat as hemorrhage. Is hemorrhage 2. So again, if it's attack, 1535 is better. If it's not, then the other one's better. I've just been playing another Walking Dead game, and I got to the scene where what you see on the left-hand side happened. It's pretty gruesome. Pretty gruesome. I mean, most people are going to say their region's okay. Like, my region's pretty chill. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea for you to join it. You might not be able to join one of the factions. And if you were not able to join, you'd be in like a 4th or 5th faction. You want to generally try and be in a top 3 faction in a region, just in terms of reward. Top 2 is better, if you can, generally speaking. The rewards have improved a little bit, and you never know, they might start improving more. Okay, nice. People put Bloody Richards up. Bloody Richards. Did any of you guys prioritize mods and stuff over Richards? We are number 2. I'd say my faction's number 2 as well, but we're down to 23 members, so it's really tough at the moment. I've been 23 members for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's actually been longer. It's been a long time. I never was in a top 3 faction. We're in a region. I mean, it makes all the difference in terms of rewards a lot of the time, especially earlier on in the game. And nowadays it's okay-ish. Like you get advanced crates now, I think. Anyway. This is why I got William with his cheeky Zachary's on these teams. Not that it matters too much in this particular one, but still. Nice. How many of you guys have transferred regions in the past? Some people like. I bet there's someone somewhere who's in their OG region, like the region they started off at, and they've been there for years and years and years. You got me stuck in that new Walking Dead game. I like it too much. I've got it open on my other monitor at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You're overtaking me though because I'm saving my pools. I want to do a video for my pools, but it's tough. It is tough. I want to do a video for my pools, but I want to save 70 pools, and I've only managed to save like 55. Because if I do 70, I get 2 pities. That's the idea, anyway. You've been in the same region the entire time, Kathy. That's actually really cool. I was only in 2 regions on my second like account. It wasn't really a second account. It was my second. What would I call it? Second. I don't know. My alt, I guess. Remember, I used to have 2 accounts. That I was only in 2 regions. I can't remember either of them. Something in Schley. That was it. The second one was Schley. The first one was I can't remember. Upson, maybe. Yeah, Upson and Schley. Whereas this account has been to maybe like 5 or 6 regions. I started off in Henry, and then where I went from there I can't remember. I was in a faction called Rage that transferred a few times, and then I think on the 3rd transfer I was like, yeah, I don't want to transfer anymore, I just want to stay put. So I joined another faction, and the only reason I did that is because another faction moved into the region I was in, and that was Moon's faction. So I was like, I know Moon. Well, I didn't like know him super well, but I knew him enough. I just said, no, it's a space for me to join the faction, sort of deal. And then I think I've probably transferred 3 times since then. Something like that. I'm not sure. I've been to the same region twice, I think. Like we went to a region, went away, and then went back to that region later on, like a year later or something. I've always been in Heart region, never left. Has the I mean, I guess the region's changed quite a bit. Are you in 4? Okay, Kathy. Oh, nice. Lowndes. 2 years Putnam, 3 years Rayburn. Wait. Lowndes 2 years, Putnam 3 years, Rayburn 3 years. I was in the same region for 7 years before joining 6-6. That's mad. That is mad. 7 years in the same region. Crazy stuff. Man, 66 needs to get some people. We need 6 members. It's just impossible to recruit at the moment. Like, I don't see any of the recruiting channels being active. And doesn't help that our like main recruiter as well got banned on the Discord. I'm trying to get the community manager to like unban him to a certain extent, just like mute him so he can't talk, so at least he can message people. But yeah. Yeah, but if he's muted, he can't type anything. It's just so he can see the recruitment channel. I would join, but I'm not active. It's alright. I mean, we'll find members. I mean, we've been slowly getting members, I think, but it's just it's not easy at the moment. Man, I'm knackered.
Feels good.
Hey, Tex, thank you very
Sounds
much.
good.
I had such a like. I was talking to Tex earlier, and I think the conversation ended of like, we both like we gotta get some food. I had such a nice munch, man. I had such a nice munch. I just cooked myself some pasta. But it was just like when you hit the good pasta, you know, the onions, tomato sauce. I diced up some hot dogs. Like I had some hot dogs, like proper old school. Bit of cheese. Like my belly's still warm, you know. Like when it's just like it takes a little bit of time to digest the food. It's just like sitting there warm. That's when I'm like, oh, it's time for bed. I get the, what is it called? Is it called the itis? Like you need to go to sleep after eating some food. I had that all the time. I had that all the time. All the time. Gotta get that sleeps. I have that so bad. It's obviously got worse since I got older, but it's also just like, it's also just feels good, man. You just have that munch, and you're just like, you know what? Have that. I'm gonna have that now. I gotta time my eating well around my stream. Otherwise, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep. That's why I used to eat at like 3 p.m. and then have a nap and then wake up for stream. Because if I did it the other way around, it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work very well. I've been a member for 2 years and 1 month already. Nice. You can share it, right? I don't know exactly how to do it. If you go down to the chat, there should be like a $sign, and there might be like a share button somewhere. Something like that. Damn, me too. 2 hours. Yeah, the old hour to 2 hour nap is strong, man. It works. My wife and I hit up a local cafe yesterday and caught the IS, and I was in a coma. It's like that, man. But it's like when I was younger, right? I'll be honest. When I was younger, I used to fight that. I used to fight that feeling like, no sleep. But now I'm older, I'm like, bro, I live for those moments. I live for that moment where my body's like, oh, I'm feeling tired. I'm like, let's go. Let's get under those covers and let's chill. Like, I'm just like, yeah, this is the life. And then I just zonk out for like an hour and a half. And I wake up, I'm just like, oh man, that was it. This is what I live for now. It's so good. It's so good. Like, those are the moments, because like, I used to find it when I was younger really hard to actually get tired. I obviously, that's one of the reasons I gave up drinking caffeine, because caffeine can mess with you really badly, and it can stop you from like falling asleep properly. I fall asleep so well now because I stopped drinking caffeine. Like, I'm tired now. I know that in an hour I'm gonna just be in my bed. I reckon it will take me like 2 minutes. My head will hit the pillow, and I'll just be out. You know, proper. The last time that used to happen when I was really young, like, you know, single digits, where I'd been, you know, exhausted from running around all day. I just used to fall asleep within like a click of your fingers. Sometimes I hate to wake up. If someone wakes me up, they're taking their life in their own hands. You know. I'll be honest. They're taking their life in their own hands. I also don't like setting alarms. I do not like setting alarms. I think we've talked about this quite a bit in the past. I do not like being woken up by an alarm. I prefer just natural awakening. So I like to go to bed nice and early now. So like, I prefer to go to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, so that I wake up naturally at like between 8 and 10 rather than setting an alarm for like 10:30. I do set an emergency alarm because I like to be up by 10:30 to just work on content and stuff like that. But a lot of the time I'm up by like 7:30, 8 o'clock at the moment. which is kind of crazy. What are we looking for? Corvus, right? He's control, I'm pretty sure. Corvus has such a nice look. No, we don't do that one. Just do ransack, I guess. Yeah, such a nice look. Kind of gives me like that kind of witch doctor vibes. But yeah, the sleeps, man, nothing beats it. It's good. I used to do dumb stuff when I was younger. I mean, I used to stay up all night, like to the AM, you know, and then stay up all again without going to sleep once for like 36 maybe 40 hours, and then, I think I'll blame a lot of that on caffeine. I'd say I haven't done that for about a year and a half, 2 years at least now, since I stopped drinking caffeine properly. And I feel so much better for it. I feel so much better for it. Anyone who has sleeping problems, just if you drink caffeine, just cut it out and just see what happens, you know, trust me. I have to drink non-caffeinated Pepsi now. It's like my Pepsi is non-sugared, non-caffeinated. It's just some weird next thing, but yeah, it makes all the difference. Who's doing 100% heal reduction in that team? Because I'm pretty sure I was just doing basic attacks. Huh. 20% or lower, 100% heal reduction. How many turns? It doesn't block this though, I don't think. Let's see. No, it doesn't. He cleanses heal reduction as a one of those bad boys. Just the big cleanse. Any of you been picking up anything nice in the Black Friday stuff? I picked up some gifts from my dad and my brother's birthday. Black Friday started like 3 days ago or something, and in the UK, in terms of like being able to buy stuff in the stores, I just ordered it off Amazon. I get paid at a really odd time of the month, so I get paid on like the 7th of the month. So I have to order on my brother's Amex and then I pay him back, but otherwise it's all good. Fortunately, you can't see what I bought. It just says Amazon. I've been looking for this particular cable though for my monitor. I just can't find it. I need it quite badly. It's kind of frustrating me. My second monitor is so cluttered because the resolution's really low, because the cable I've got on it isn't the best. So it's just a little bit of a trickle of gold mythic tokens. Does she cleanse? She got her passives. Sort of. Hey, what's up, Daylight? How's it going? Okay, they haven't got passives because he's dead and he is in Outlast. is of course nice. Take it out. Nice. Not much. Had to take down a dance wait, what? Had to take down a dance competition yesterday and got medal. And my dad will scrap today. That must be spelled correct. That must be. There's no way that's real. There's no way that's real. What is she, support or a tank? Huh. Oh no, she's a medic, right? Nope, she's a tank. Nope. So she's control? She's control. Fuse. Attack down. Guess it could be worse. Okay, let's give it a attack buff. I'm going to use the weapon that's in the current store. This one. And I'll get a 10% attack buff. Obviously, the more alert characters I have, the better. On one of my Lone Wolves team, I have 4 alert characters because I have Philip Blake, Wanderer, Laura, and Lydia, and I used that weapon, and yeah, it's very nice. We set up a dance competition 4 days ago. Okay, interesting. It wasn't autocorrect. It just seems so out of place. It's interesting. It seems so out of place, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, guys, let's talk about like the elephant in the room. This mission. Where are you all at on this mission? I kind of want to know. And what are your feelings on it? Forget about maybe revenge raids, because we know that's kind of just weird and messed up. What about the other missions? Because I'm hearing that some of the requirements are really crazy high. Like using 600 gold medals and stuff like this. Seems really, really heavy. I help as a stage hand every now and then. Okay, nice. Hey, look, Dan, any news about Awakened Lily? It's either her or Herschel is the next Awakened character. Info should drop sometime this week. I'm at 0 still on the first one on the Turkey Guardian. Like, it's the worst time to have a spelling mistake. It's on this mission where it's going to be up and people can look at it for this long. Yes, I didn't even start it. It's ridiculous. We have to keep telling them that. Yeah, I mean, it's been twice, but still, yeah. I know there's new members of the team, so it's people just don't realise, but yeah, it's awful. And they probably copy-pasted a really old event that had it in also, you know? That's probably how it happened initially. Just revenge raids just don't work. They just simply don't work. Like, my faction is competing with me for these revenge raids, and these are all the ones I can revenge, and they're all shielded, which means I can't hit them. Like, it's just shielded in the bottom right hand corner. you know, and I can spend hours just waiting for these to come back or not. You know, my faction mates could hit all of these. My best, oh, there we go, we get one potentially. My best chance is with my factions getting raided, because I don't get raided that much, so that's my best chance as well. So it's just all round a bit messed up, to be honest. All round. Oh, we might get blitzed by, oh no, we stunned him. Okay, should we do this? Shields seem to never drop. The reason for the shield being up is they could, if they're online, you can't raid somebody. You might not know this, but you can't raid someone when they're online. You also can't raid them if they've been raided in the last 4 hours, I think, or 4 to 6 hours, something like that. So those do be some issues. They do be. I think we're just gonna have to do it with Raven, right? No, Raven's dead. So now he's just gonna revive 2. What happened here? What even happened here? Huh? Did he just come back and just instantly obliterate Laura? Just like... I don't think that you should get your bide. I hate bide. I hate bide. That's legitimately broken. Bide is actually broken. Especially on the dual specialist. You can see I've been doing this for at least half an hour in total between when I did it earlier and now, and I managed to get 2. You know, I managed to get 2. I mean, we could try and hit one of these really crazy defenses, but okay, this might not be crazy. How can anyone be past the SR1? That's right after the revenge mission. I don't know. You sure? 175 stages of SR and not a tourney till Wednesday. Have to win the stage, so can't even use it. Someone messaged me showing the 600 gold medals. Is that's weird, isn't it? My entire server had to defense drop in order for us to get the 50. We still had to wait 2.5 hours to raid. Yeah, it's bad. That's rubbish because I've been playing and been raided loads of times. You don't have to win for it to count. What? You don't have to win your revenge raid? I don't know about that. But like as you saw, the majority of mine are shields. I can't even hit them. Like it isn't even about like I don't mind losing. I just can't even hit. Not to be bad, but the 4 to 6 hours can't be true. I get hit back to back within an hour. No, you say that's rubbish because I've been playing. If you mean like you've been just idle and you've come back to your game and then like suddenly you've got a pop up in your inbox, what you don't realize is when you're idle, you actually disconnect from the server and you're playing the game on your phone. This is why when you go into your inbox now and go to rewards and claim and come out, it does like a little cycle if you claim a reward because it's syncing with the server to make sure everything's good, because people used to do some weird stuff with their inbox. The same with pulls. The pull animation, when you do any pulls, it delays a little bit. That that there, loading information, is syncing with the server to make sure everything's lining up and then giving you the right character. Now, when I go back to my town, you know, after about 30 seconds or so, it will disconnect from me from the server, so that basically it's so that I'm taking all the there's some stuff server side, some stuff is client side. Now it's going to be client side, and the problem is some people can cheat. Like, there have been people who have done like airplane mode to get their like their weapons done in a certain way, or like, you know, there's a lot of different things that people have tried to do. So then when that happens, what can happen is, if you idle for too long, effectively you're not in game as much as you are, and then it will sync up with the server when you do something, and it'll be like you got raided because effectively you were offline, air quotes. But the 4 to 6 hours thing, I have seen people get hit like two hours apart, but I always thought it was like 4 to 6. I closed my game fully. I mean, if you close your game fully instantly, you can get raided, yeah. I finished the revenge mission, and for me it's 175 SR now. I got messaged and someone was like, what's this one? And it was 600. I said it could potentially be the 600 gold medals I heard about, but don't, you know, be careful, because if it isn't, you're going to spend gold medals to test that. And they went around and asked some other people, and apparently it was that one. Whoever made these quests didn't think it through, and our compensation was 10 extra turkey heads in the web portal, and some people can't even access that web portal. I mean, hopefully they're still going to do something. We'll have to wait and see. They haven't really, I mean, they've sort of said, it seems like they've said that they know the issue kind of exists, but they haven't really, like, the issue is they have to do it soon, or like you guys are saying. I mean, actually, the only way they could do it, if they like air quotes compensated, it would just be to give whatever the rewards are, the 450 turkey head. We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. They'd have to give out the avatar too as well, to be really fair, because people can't get the avatar. I mean, this has been a grind. Like those 23 right there, it's been a grind, because I've had to go, like, I can go through this. I've done this a bunch of times, and they can just all be shielded, and it can take me ages to just check. You know, it can just take me, like, at least if it showed me here that I can't attack them, or I can attack them, or something like that. One less click, that'd be nice. Is this the same person I just attacked? No, it's a different team. Okay. Did he resist? Okay, no. Okay, we'll have someone get revived. Not ideal. Wait, what? Oh, she revives as well, doesn't she? I forgot about that. I did forget about that one. Yeah, that's not great, is it? I'm gonna die. And the damn bite again. I'm getting nabbed. I'm getting absolutely nabbed. What do I do? Do I just basic attack? I just keep hitting bonus HP. Randomly heals, yeah. That's great, isn't it? What if I... Can I rush them? No, because they'll double payback me, won't they? I think I'm kind of in trouble. In terms of just speed. mean, I'm pretty sure I'm about to get double paybacked. Okay. We won't pay attention to whatever just happened. Ignore that. Suddenly, like, random prayer teams just get mad tanky again. Okay. That's one. So look, when I click it, you can see that that loading thing is it's syncing with the server. Every time. It's just resyncs. And, okay, we get another one. It's time for a nice gate. You know, we haven't actually had a gate for a while. Shucks implied that the 20 turkey heads daily should be enough during the last 12 hours of the event. I mean, if you got them, and if you can get them, right? Like you said, or like someone said, there are some issues actually being able to get them. Everyone will have enough heads by the end of the mission, but won't say how. Okay. 2 hours showed after getting raided. You can ghost as well. Like if you sell all your materials and your food, like you put them in your storage, you're less likely to show up on searches. This was an old one. You like ghosting. You're less likely to show up on searching if you have no low materials and low food. Very old one though. Whereas when I search for raids now, it's gonna probably give me people with high materials and stuff. Generally speaking, look, if I raid this person, it's gonna give me 135k, 135k, which is the max that this person hasn't ghosted. If we go to the next person, different. This is actually a different person. Same deal. Same deal. Same deal. Most people don't ghost nowadays. They just don't bother. Like this person's semi-ghosted because the food's low, but materials are high, so it doesn't count. Doesn't count. I remember when people used to do revenge raids. I might actually be progressing because I'm being forced to do this shit. It's the one I don't have. That's how many I've done the entire time I played the game. 127, and it's been an absolute ugh. I can't even look. 44 of my own, and this is for the first star. This one's for the third star, but or whatever for the fourth. But this one's brutal. It's the only missions I haven't done is the revenge raids because they just are broken. Like genuinely. Ugh. I finished both the raid missions and I'm waiting for level up for the alert mission. How did you do the SR one, Kathy? Also, Wings is about to be the new Patient Zero. Yeah. How did you do the SR mission? Because people are saying they couldn't do it because there's not been an SR tournament. Oh, okay. Just did it every day. But okay, I don't know. I thought it was 175 stages. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, guys, there's going to be a character preview coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a promo. It's going to be the Thanksgiving character. That's all I'm going to really be able to tell you right now. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll do a premiere probably around about 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. EST. And that'll go out tomorrow. And then on Wednesday we'll have Awakened character preview. Just start on Fleet. I thought someone said you had to complete the stages, not fleeing didn't count, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up my stream here, guys. I'm a bit tired, a little bit tired. Still trying to build up that stamina. I'm gonna stream on Thursday, and then I'll stream next week. But I'm not sure. Should I stream on my birthday next Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I'll stream on my birthday next Tuesday. Maybe on Monday as well. We'll see. Depends how I feel. Depends how I feel. And we'll probably do all the giveaways that I've got kind of like lined up. Tuesday to 28th. Yeah, it's Tex's birthday as well on the 28th, guys. The old joint birthday. I will chat to you soon though, guys. Have a great week. And also thank you very much to Bashal for the gifted memberships. Massively appreciated. Thank you so much. I will see you on Thursday, guys, for another RTS stream. Take care. Have a good day. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.